Okay, first, a quick review. There are three kinds of verbs. We have already talked about action and linking verbs, which are the two kinds of main verbs. You must have one of these in every independent clause, which means that you will never find just a helping verb. Helping verbs are never alone. They appear with either an action verb or a linking verb. There may be more than one helping verb in a clause. This is that diagram again. So we've got three kinds of verbs: action, linking, those two are main verbs, and then we also have helping verbs. You may find in a clause a helping verb and then a linking verb. You may find a helping verb and an action verb. You may find multiple helping verbs and then one of these two. You will never ever find a helping verb all by itself, and you will never find a linking verb and an action verb in the same sentence. We talked really briefly about these in our last video. Just means that you may have a predicate adjective, a predicate noun, or no complement when you find a linking verb. Helping verbs are verbs that are added to another verb to make a single verb phrase. Helping verbs give the reader more detail about how time is expressed in a sentence. He is dancing now. Present tense. Is, as I've indicated up here, the red verbs are the helping verbs. He is dancing now. This is an action verb. This is the helping verb. He will dance at the recital tomorrow. Will is working as a helping verb. Dance is working as the action verb. Not every sentence has or needs a helping verb. He danced at the concert. We've got the action verb. There is no need for a helping verb. If a verb ends in ing, a helping verb is usually close by. He should be swimming better by now. Swimming is working as the action verb. Should and be are working as helping verbs. So remember I said you can have more than one helping verb in a sentence? Here it is. Notice, in all of these examples, almost always the helping verbs come before the action or linking verb. Other words may sometimes separate helping verbs from main verbs in sentences. He should not be swimming right after eating. Should and be are working as helping verbs. Swimming is the action verb. Not is an adverb, which we'll talk about later. But it does interrupt this verb phrase. This would be the entire verb phrase, all three of those. Look at page 1 of your packet to find the notes that are listed on this slide. First, this is a list of helping verbs that can also be main verbs, which means you can't just look at them and decide that they're helping verbs. You have to really think about it and make sure that you're identifying what's working as the main verb. Have, has, had, do, did, does. These are all helping verbs that can also be main verbs. Helping verbs that are always helping verbs, they will never appear alone. Whenever you see them, you know that you can mark them as helping verbs. Can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, ought to. And then finally, these are helping verbs that can also be linking verbs. Be, are, been, is, being, was, am, were. You just need to be familiar with them and use your brain when you're looking at a sentence.